City University. Introducing today's starting lineups, first for the Gothic Knights of New Jersey City University. Starting one guard, 5'3" senior from Hillside, number 4, Juliette Matabo. Also in guard 5'7" freshman from Weehawken, number 10, Natalie Ordonez. At guard 5'3" senior from Neptune, number 20, Mariah Bacon. At guard 5'1" freshman from Jersey City, number 21, Emily Louise. And starting at forward, 5'8" freshman from Jersey City, number 2, Zaira Taylor Gaston. New Jersey City University head coach is Pat Devaney, senior. And now let's meet the profs of Rowan University. Starting one guard, 5'6" freshman.
Olivia Rowan, guard, Cape May Courthouse.
Nicole Byrne, guard, from Brick, New Jersey.
Dominique Peters, guard, Lawrence, New Jersey.
Samantha Tello, guard, Elmwood Park, New Jersey.
Kaylin Seitzma, small forward, Northfield, New Jersey.
Jenna Hoffner, forward, Medford, New Jersey.
Alexis Criley, guard, Fair Lawn, New Jersey.
Juliette Tobin, guard, Deptford, New Jersey.
Paige Caldwell, guard, Woodstown, New Jersey.
Taylor Gardner, forward, Plainton, New Jersey.
I'm Kennedy Brown, a point guard from Newark, Delaware.
Jessica Beck, point guard, Glassboro, New Jersey.
Ayana Johnson, forward, Ewing, New Jersey.
Grace Marshall, guard, Haddon Township.
Jasmine Duverglass, forward, Hamilton, New Jersey.
We are the coaches of women's basketball. We are leaders and teachers, dreamers and winners. We are professionals who conduct ourselves ethically and with integrity. We place the education, safety, and well-being of the athletes we coach above all else, and teach them the fundamental values they need to succeed in life. We are coaches united for the good of our game and those who play it. We are the WBCA.
Label me.
You know you want to.
Don't be shy.
You do it behind my back.
Say it to my face.
You don't know me.
You know what I am?
I'm a pitcher.
I'm a striker.
I'm a point guard.
I'm a linebacker.
I'm a setter.
Shortstop.
High jumper.
Wrestler.
Defender.
Goalie.
Student.
Student athletes.
That's who we are.
It's not about where you were born. It's not about your gender or the color of your skin, or whether you're rich, poor, or in the middle. No matter what you play, if you have the skill and drive to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
Rowan Radio 89.7 WGLS FM. Joe Stauffenberg here alongside Elijah Brown for Rowan women's basketball action between your Rowan University profs and the Gothic Knights of New Jersey City University. Now, the big story, I mean, there's a lot of storylines going into this one. The profs riding a 3-game winning streak. Jersey City in a little bit of a trouble this season when it comes to the NJAC standings. But I think the big storyline is we might tonight or today have a new NJAC points leader, all-time leader. So it's going to be an interesting to see what Mariah Bacon can do. 27 to tie the record and a 28 to become the NJAC all-time leading scorer here in SB Gymnasium as we are underway this afternoon. 1 p.m. start. Profs here in SB Gymnasium trying to defend a home court against the Gothic Knights. Ayana Johnson getting a few offensive rebounds. Kicks out to Alexis Criley, free throw line jumper, no good. For your profs, Kennedy Brown, Alexis Criley, Dominique Peters, Olivia Rowan, Ayana Johnson. For the Gothic Knights, Zaira Taylor Gaston, Justina Maltavo, Natalia Ordonez, Mariah Bacon, and Emily Ruiz. A couple of shots not going for the Gothic Knights. Ayanna Johnson gets the rebound, and the first foul of the game will be called on the Gothic Knights. And Elijah also, too, looking at the bench, it appears no Kaylin Seitzma as well, and Dominique Peters getting the start tonight.
Absolutely. So the bench is going to play a pivotal role. They came up clutch last game against Rutgers Camden. Can they do the same? Give the starters a chance to rest and stop Bacon, because she's been shaking and baking all season, all her NJAC career. So, you know, it's going to be a focal point even when the bench is on the floor.
And we'll get to her in just a little bit, but you talked about bench points, 44 bench points last game out against Rutgers Camden, beating them 81-62. Nicole Byrne, a career-high 20 points. She led the Profs to the victory, as still no bucket has gone up yet. We're about a minute in. Bacon looking around. That was Maisha as a defensive rebound from Ayanna Johnson. Raja and Maisha Bacon, twin sisters here on NJCU. Ayanna Johnson goes inside, gets the foul and one. And Johnson go to the line.
Every game, she looks her defenders in the face, and she says, I lift, Joe. She makes these gains. She drove into the paint and got that and one. Now can she convert at the free throw line?
Need to, as free throws this season has been a pivotal part for the Profs team, and you know, not a very good mark on the year as she missed, but a layup, no good, by the Gothic Knights. Will send the ball right back to the Profs' way. Kennedy Brown give to Criley, spots up for three. That one's no good, and rebound it from Ruiz.
And that's a shot you have to take if you're Criley. You're wide open, maybe overthrow it a little bit, but good shot nonetheless.
Ayanna Johnson gets another rebound early on as Kennedy Brown tried to get the ball up court, got denied, as Ayanna Johnson picks it up, as gives to Peters. She goes inside, knocks down a Gothic Knight. Be a blocking foul. Going back to Mirajah Bacon on Kane, the Kane Cougars from 2015 to 2018, transferred over to Jersey City, New Jersey, and actually last week became the 47th player in Division III basketball, women's basketball, to score 2,000 points, and only fourth in the NJAC to score those amount of points. Right now, 0 points still for the Gothic Knights, as Dominique Peters goes 2 for 2 at the line. Bacon scored 27 points last week, and that's how she reached the high.
And if you're the Profs, you want to keep doing what you're doing. Force other players to score besides Mirajah Bacon, because she just knocked down a three-point shot.
So that gives her 2,024 points, and only needs four more to pass Val Brown from Stockton. Played from 81 to 85. Pass out to Rowan. Dominique Peters saves it before he goes out of bounds. 14 on the shot clock. Kick to Kennedy Brown. Brown at the top of the key. Got her shot blocked. I don't even think it was a shot. It was just a pass attempt there. As Maisha driving in. Couldn't get the layup to go as she got fouled trying to get the offensive rebound. Val Brown sits at 2,027 points. It's a play at Stockton from 1981 to 1985. Mirajah Bacon trying to at least tie that to being to the third all-time scoring leaders in NJAC history.
And you know she's thinking about it too, so she might be overthinking a little bit, because when you know you're in striking distance of a record, you know you want to break it in one shot, and sometimes you overthink it, and then it causes your game to suffer.
Just like that right there, an air ball from Mirajah Bacon, a team that has leaned heavily on her this year. Still only has the first couple points for NJCU today. A mid-ranger no good for the Profs, as it's all the way over to the NJCU offensive side. Rowan couldn't control the rebound. Shot clock resets as Mirage Bacon has it on the far wing. Bacon looking around, calling out a play, trying to space out the floor. A give to Ruiz. That three-pointer no good, and a rebound by Johnson. Interestingly enough, though, Bacon, you would think that she'd want the record and everything, but she's that type of player to where I'm not going to look at records. I just want to try to get my team a win, and she's done that all year as Ayanna Johnson couldn't put up the shot. A rebound from Paige Caldwell on a free throw line jumper good.
Absolutely. And last game, the last time the Profs and the Gothic Knights met, Bacon went 6 for 24 from the field. So she's not afraid to chuck up shots. Like you said, she likes to put the team on her back.
Taylor Gaston, a give to Ruiz. She got knocked down, but great defense there from Paige Caldwell, and she actually got the defensive rebound as well. Maisha having a little bit of trouble trying to contain Caldwell. Criley back to Caldwell, and Brown resets at the point. Being covered by Mirage Bacon. Screen set, great screen set for Johnson. They kick to Criley, could not get the three-pointer, but another offensive rebound by Ayanna Johnson. Another dominating performance yesterday, or not yesterday, the previous game for Rutgers Camden. Another great offensive game, and a great, well, not a great offensive game, a great defensive game with the rebounds. She is a monster in that paint, trying to bring everything down, both from the offensive side or the defensive side.
Johnson, she looks at her opponents like, look, young lady, you need to hit that weight room just a little bit more because this is what I does. And she proves it game in and game out with all the rebounds, offensive, defensive, and those offensive rebounds. You give your team a second chance to score, and that's always a beautiful thing. 15
rebounds, only 3 points as she misses the second free throw. Made the first one, but a save for the ball to go out of bounds. Gave the ball right back to Kennedy Brown, so the Profs will reset here as Rowan chucks up a three. That one's no good. Good look. Caldwell once again saves the ball before it goes out of bounds. Profs reset. Criley at the point.
Paige Caldwell should be on toe drag swag.
As she did a great job saving it, and it'll lead to easy points. Ayanna Johnson once again inside. That's going to be the MO for the Profs, exactly what we want to do. Bring it inside and maybe kick out. But if you have that inside shot, you might as well take it.
Absolutely.
Maya Neal. And a give to Maisha Bacon. You also see Miraja play basically the whole entire game for the most of the time. As a block comes from Johnson. Now Profs go the other way. Miraja not in right now. I guess trying to take her out, let her calm her down just a little bit. Maisha trying to do things herself as she puts in the second bucket of the game for the Gothic Knights. Only 5 points for the Gothic Knights. Rowan has a 4-point lead. They have 9 points.
And if you're the Profs, you do not want to underestimate this team. You don't want to come in too overconfident.
And once again, inside to Ayanna Johnson for two.
You have a feeling that the points in the paint is going to play a pivotal role in this game because you can suck the defense in, you kick it out to an open person on the perimeter, and it's all gold from there.
Ayanna Johnson, 7 points, 8 rebounds so far. As a three-pointer put up, no good. Rebounded from Alexis Criley. His quick steal from Aisha Bacon. She puts it up for two. Now the Bacons are putting up basically almost all the points here for the Gothic Knights, but you have to look at 11 points for the Profs, 7 of them coming inside from Ayanna Johnson, either at the free throw line or on the inside paint. That one rebounded by Ayanna Johnson again, not once but twice, 3 times after a couple of misses.
Man, call her an AB student, Joe, because she's on a roll.
On a three-pointer from Paige Caldwell. More second chance points for the Profs, leading to a 7-point lead in the first quarter. Timeout is called. As it might have been an official timeout. He's pointing at the official pointing at his chest. And play stopping. Profs took care of business with that timeout, getting the players that they want in. There's only one sub. Cole Byrne checking in as a travel will be called. Emily Ruiz, you cannot do that.
Yeah, she got her luggage ready so she can go travel real quick. Watch out for the props.
Freshman guard from Jersey City, New Jersey. Travel there, gives the ball right back to the props. Kennedy Brown out to Criley. Criley, elbow jumper, no good. Gets her own rebound, gets the ball tipped out. But the Profs will maintain possession.
And this is the kind of game you want to see. A nice, beautiful team ball, passing the ball, finding the open person and getting those open shots, not forcing anything.
Riley outside to Brown on the near wing. Out of the point, takes a screen. Johnson puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Caldwell. Byrne for three, no good. Rebounded by Mirija Bacon. She's racing up court, has her sister on the other end, and a block from Criley. On the end, Jack, points per game leader. And here comes Brown. Brown on the other end, layup, no good. Rebounded by Johnson. She puts up a shot, no good, but Johnson will go to the line for two. Johnson, early on, she's almost got a double-double, and it's only with 1 minute 45 seconds left.
That is bananas.
In the first quarter, 7 points and 12 rebounds.
That is bananas. I told you, call her AB student, Joe, because she's on a roll, man. Golly, that is beautiful.
They get 8 points with the first made free throw on that trip. Shooting 37.5%. I feel like, though, for Ayanna Johnson, she's not worried about those numbers because no matter what, it's basically she's just chucking them up right after getting the offensive rebound. But that's exactly what you want to do when you have the ball right under the bucket.
Absolutely. When you're dominant like that, the defense has no choice but to really foul you.
As Mirija Bacon nails that mid-ranger. 5 points. She's now at 2,026 points. 2 more to take over third place in the all-time scoring leaders in NJAC history. Byrne on the far wing. As she drives in, gets an offensive rebound from Ayanna Johnson. Alexis Criley, mid-ranger good as we're under a minute left to go in the first quarter.
And what I liked about that is Johnson, as soon as she got the rebound, she passed it right to Criley. Didn't even think.
Absolutely, she saw her eyes in the back of her head as Johnson almost got the rebound. I don't know if they're going to give it a full rebound to her. She did grab it, though. They did. 13 rebounds now, 8 points. As a timeout is called by, a technical foul. Technical foul will be called on Pat Devaney Sr. His first season as head coach of the Gothic Knights, and he's still chirping. Byrne to shoot the free throw, first one. Clanks off the rim. Still an opportunity for one more. And she misses the second one. That's tough. Having 2 opportunities at the line, could not cash in. Byrne coming into the game, shooting 71% on her free throws. She's only 5 for 7 though. As a last touch by Kennedy Brown, ball sails out of bounds. We're at 43 seconds left. Score 17-9. Profs up here.
And Pat Devaney is not a happy camper. He is still going off on the sideline.
And not at all. And his referee pointing back, saying enough. Mirija Bacon Looking around, taking a screen, throwing up a three. That one is good. Say hello to third place in the all-time scoring leader in NJAC history. Mariah Bacon, 2,029 points. As Profs lose the ball, Byrne picks it up. Hoffner just checked in. Cross-court pass to Caldwell for three. That one's no good. Rebounded by Mariah Bacon. Almost lost control of it. She crosses half court. Puts it up as the clock was expiring. And that's going to do it for first quarter action. Profs up 17-12 off a monster game from the boards. 13 rebounds for Ayanna Johnson and 8 points as well, plus a little bit of NJAC history just made there as Mariah Bacon climbs to third place on the NJAC all-time scorers list. Second quarter action right after this. You're tuned in to Rowan Radio 89.7 WGLS FM. Oh yeah, yep. That's why I never like. 17-12, your Profs lead right here on Rowan Radio 89.7 WGLS FM. Joe Stauffenberg here along with Elijah Brown, Gary Erdely in the WGLS studio, taking care of our engineering duties as we are just starting the second quarter. Out there for the Profs, Brown, Byrne, Peters, Hoffner, and Rowan. Aisha Bacon driving in, missing the layup. Here come the Profs. A pass up to Rowan. She couldn't control it, but it was a push on Natalia Ordonez. Also into the game, Maltavo, Maisha Bacon, Leonardo. As they play defense also as Mariah Bacon as well. 30 seconds elapsed. As a miscommunication there. Pass, I don't even know where that was going, but goes into the hands of Rowan. A give to Brown, give back to Rowan, and an easy 2 points put up from Olivia Rowan.
Just a lapse in judgment by Maltavo. She just kind of threw it without really paying attention, and worked out for the Profs.
Rowan, her first 2 points of the game. There's a rebound from Byrne once again. Byrne already 4 rebounds. As on the other end,
that was a disgusting Euro step.
Great play from Kennedy Brown, gets her 2 points. Her first 2 points of the game. 3-pointer good from Mariah Bacon. See, we think, oh man, there's not much going in the first quarter, but Mariah Bacon, as soon as she gets to the later parts of the game, that's the big problem as Hoffner steps around and puts it in. Mariah Bacon, a little bit later of a player, coming alive in the second, third, and fourth quarter. Might have a little bit of trouble in the first, but still got right after that, yeah, 3 more quarters to go. You still got 30 minutes of basketball to play. A lot of points still could possibly be on the board for Mariah Bacon, especially if the Profs keep that 3-pointer open. Right now, she's 3 for 3 from beyond the arc.
But most of the shots that she's taking right now are contested, but she's just on her James Harden right now, just shooting it in your face, and there's nothing you can really do about it except watch it go in and maybe cry on the inside a little bit.
Coming into the game, 2,021 points as a couple offensive opportunities were denied by the Gothic Knights. Here comes Maisha Bacon, give to the Zub. As give on the baseline, that's to Taylor Gaston. Shot blocked as the ball sails right out of bounds. They try to get it outside.
And that was beautiful recovery by the Profs defense. There was a couple of open offensive players of the Gothic Knights under the basket, but they were able to recover and contest both of those shots, even blocking one out of bounds.
Right now, though, for Maisha Bacon, 2,032 points. Just passed Val Brown, played in Stockton from 81 to 85. And the third place in the all-time scoring leaders in NJAC history. Missed a couple points there from Rowan. Profs leaving a lot of points out there on the board with some of these misses, but a block from Hoffner. Give the ball right back. Burn. Peters got tripped up, stays on her feet. Rowan for three. That one is good. That's something that you also have to get through too with Rowan. If she gets on, she'll be on a roll. Absolutely.
Absolutely. That's something you got to watch out for.
Holds the record for most three-pointers game made by a single player. 8. As a missed free throw line jumper. No good. Maisha Bacon getting her own offensive rebound. Literally went right back out to her at the point.
Did not have to move an inch for that one.
Takes the screen. Give to Maisha Bacon. She throws up a shot. Banked. But the ball goes right into the hands of Olivia Rowan for a rebound. Last touch by NJCU. Give the ball right back to the Profs, right in front of the media table. As Alexis Criley, there's nothing you can do about that one. Her foot went right on the half-court line as they inbounded it in their own end. Can't do that.
She tried to play it off, though, but referees caught it.
Close to as she moved her foot just a little bit, so her foot was hanging off the half-court line, but did step there. 26-15, 6:20 left to go in the second quarter. A layup put up, no good. Dominique Peters loses the ball. Let's see what they're going to call this one. Nobody had possession. It was the last touch by the Profs.
Man. What a scrabble right there. Reminded me of the Royal Rumble, WWE coming up in 2 weeks, just saying. But anyway, yeah, it was a little physical just now.
Royal Rumble was always my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
Three-pointer, no good. As Profs having trouble. Rowan tried to get it outside. They did have possession. Rowan couldn't pass it out to Alexis Criley. She did, but it goes wayward out of bounds.
Absolutely. At that point, you might as well just take the jump ball.
That would have gave you possession if you did take that jump ball, but you might need it. Might need an extra jump ball down the line, maybe at the end of this half or the quarter, as 3 points are put up from Maisha Bacon. These are looking like Steph Curry shots.
That's what I'm saying. Like, her release is so quick, there's nothing you can do about it. And the confidence is growing. 2,035
as Hoffner gets the offensive rebound, puts it right back up. Another offensive rebound, this time from Criley. Banks it in for 2. It's back to a 10-point lead. She gets a quick steal and the same exact shot. She puts it in.
The bank is open for a withdrawal, and they are withdrawing some points on the Gothic Knights.
Absolutely. It might be actually depositing points.
That's facts.
On the Gothic Knights as a block will be called. Let's see who that was. It might have been Paige Caldwell. It'll actually be on Byrne, her first. Second foul of the quarter as Ayanna Johnson checks in for the first time here in the second. That first quarter, a dominating quarter for Ayanna Johnson. 8 points, 13 rebounds, 8 of them came from the offensive side as a three-pointer put up from Emily Ruiz. That one goes down.
And it was one of those shots where the release might have been a little bit funky, so you think you're going to have to get that rebound, but she was surprised to see it go in.
They really didn't test her either as Alexis Criley puts in a few points for the Profs. That's 6 straight points for Rowan. Outside, three-pointer launched, and that one's good as well. Back-to-back three-pointers for the Gothic Knights. And as soon as Rowan tries to get out to a big lead, Gothic Knights are right there to come from behind. Criley had possession and got fouled by Maisha Bacon.
New Jersey City foul number 22, Maisha Bacon. Her first. Team second.
Maisha Bacon now 6 points away from tying second place in the all-time scorers in NJAC history. She gets 7. She moves into second place. Brown, the far wing, trying to drive right in, goes to the baseline. Alexis Criley, no good, but it will stay here. And I believe it's going to be an over the back call. Trying to get around Ayanna Johnson. That also comes with height as well. People trying to jump over you, but it's an easy call to make.
Absolutely.
That's you see a ton of it in the NBA because everybody is trying to get to the rebound, but can't go over like that as Profs sail the ball into the backcourt, but will be an offensive foul on Ayanna Johnson. That's her first. Ran into the defender. She had her feet set. Knocked her over.
That's a no-no.
You cannot do that. One of the things, too, Ayanna Johnson had a little bit of foul trouble the last couple of games, so sometimes not playing in the second quarter was hurt because of the fact of the foul trouble, as Paige Caldwell gets a great steal. As on the other end going is Kennedy Brown, all punched out.
And Kennedy Brown missed a wide open Ayanna Johnson right on her left, but either way, ball goes back to the Profs.
Exactly 4 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Riley looking around, finds Brown in the near wing, trying to make some moves around, give to Caldwell. 17 on the shot clock. Ayanna Johnson up and under a defender. Couldn't get the offensive rebound. Alexis Criley does, and she puts it in for 2.
Man, do my eyes deceive me, or is Alexis Criley going off right now?
They are not deceiving you. A great job there from Alexis Criley. 10 points tonight as a three-pointer put up, no good. Another rebound coming from Ayanna Johnson. For Alexis Criley, the last 4 buckets for the Profs. That's why they jumped out to a 10-point lead. All basically around about the same area, but on different sides of the paint. I mean, those are high percentage shots, and you know she's going to make them.
Absolutely. If you don't make them, then you're going to get a little made fun of by your teammates, so that's a little added motivation to make them go in.
Criley inbounding it on this one. Be surprised if you see a play to her, but instead it goes to Caldwell. She's got 2 points, actually make it 7 now. That's Criley's first assist of the game.
Caldwell, she was wide open. She had enough time to make a sandwich in that paint. She was she was wide open.
Ball knocked out of bounds by Rowan. They're getting hype after that one as Gothic Knights will inbound. Going long 2, no good. That's coming from Emily Ruiz. Rebound by Caldwell. Criley's got an open lane. Collapsing, no good. An offensive rebound from Jenna Hoffner. She puts it back up and in for 2. 38-24 with 2 minutes and 46 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Quick break, and we'll be right back after this. This is Rowan Radio 89.7 WGLS FM. Once again, Profs have a big lead. 14 is the margin. Second quarter action coming up after this. Rowan Radio 89.7 WGLS FM. 2 minutes and 46 seconds left to go in the second quarter. 38-24. The Rowan Profs have the lead. Hello, everybody. Joe Stauffenberg here alongside Elijah Brown, Gary Ertley in the WGLS studio. He'll be joining me for the men's basketball game, as that they had a little bit of history of their own last game, hitting 24 three-pointers in the whole entire game. Almost the whole entire team, at least all the players had at least one made three-point attempt. But I don't think it wasn't everybody, but still though, adding up to 24 made threes as a steal from Caldwell gives the ball right back to the Profs without a shot coming from the Gothic Knights. And that's bad right after a timeout. Kennedy Brown gives to Caldwell. Drop off pass to Rowan. Thought about a shot. Instead, kicks out to Criley. Tight defense on her. Shot clock at 9. Hoffner now on the elbow. Spinning around. Trying to throw it in. Does not go. Rebound from Mirage Bacon. As a block. On Olivia Rowan. Her first of the game. 14 more points from Mirage Bacon. And we'll see NJAC history.
You know she really wants to do that, too.
Absolutely. Layup, no good, coming from Taylor Gaston. Home run pass down court to Rowan. Cross court pass to Criley. Criley missed an opening, but instead fires over to Rowan for three. Does not go. Rowan thought that one was going to be good. Bacon looking around. Almost was being double teamed by Rowan and Brown. That's probably the only way that you can stop her. Brown playing great defense. Didn't fall for the screen attempt. 12 on the shot clock. Bacon stopped her dribble. She passed it off. Taylor Gaston could not get it to go. There's a steal by the Profs. That was Criley on it. Brown driving on the baseline. Could not. Offensive rebound by Rowan. Could not put it in, and rebound from Mirage Bacon. And up court the far side as a foul. Also could have been called on Mirage Bacon there.
Absolutely.
Extended the elbow just a little bit.
Saw a little shoulder, a little hit stick on that one.
Looking over to the scorers table, they're saying to come in, but the Rowan committing 5 fouls. Also Bacon to the free throw line. First one up and rims in and out.
Quite the trajectory on that shot. Look, got up there, almost hit the ceiling.
It's like a little, it's a free throw, but Dirk Nowitzki has a great jump shot and of a rainbow shot, and
very archy.
Yes, absolutely. Speaking of Dirk, man, 20 plus seasons.
How, Sway? It looks like he's hurting every time he runs, though, but still, the fact he's still in the league is impressive.
38-25, one of 2 free throws from the line as Hoffner tries to get it inside off a great pass. Loses the ball as it will be maintained by the Profs. Maya Neal lost it.
She crossed herself up on that one.
Yeah, just a little bit. I think she might have heard a little bit of footsteps, which
got a little nervous.
Yeah, absolutely. Rowan gets the inbound pass from Criley. Inside to Caldwell and one. She was going right away from the basket, and I don't think if that shot was put up any more towards the out of bounds, there's no way she makes it.
Absolutely not.
But she put it in. She's going to the line and could not cash in the and one. And we're at 50 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Looking around, finds Maisha Bacon on the inside, going in, kissing off the glass, and that one's no good. Home run pass to Rowan, give to Criley. That's her spot as it just rolls in and out. Couldn't get the friendly roll there with 30 seconds left.
Those ones hurts the most. You think it's going in, and it's like, nah, you good, and it just rims out. It hurts a lot. Hurt my feelings.
Maisha Bacon with 20 seconds on the shot clock. About a 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. As you hear hold for the last shot, Mirage Bacon will put it up, got fouled. And that will be 3 shots at the line. Brown tried to get in the way of that 3 attempt.
I will say I do appreciate how Kennedy Brown is embracing the moment. You know, she knows Bacon is in shooting distance or in striking distance of history, and she's taking it upon herself to stop it. She's trying to play as close to lockdown defense as she can. A little aggressive on that one, but you got to admire the gusto that she has.
Mirage Bacon, senior guard from Neptune, New Jersey, makes 2 of 2 so far. Trying to make it 3 for 3 with this trip. That would mean 10 points, 10 more points to NJAC all-time leading scorer. Yes, 10 points now, as she's got 18, 4 for 5 from beyond the arc, 5 for 11 from the floor. As Hoffner put up a shot, it was no good, as they will dribble out the clock at halftime. A 12-point lead for the Pros, 40-28. A lot of great performers in that half. Elijah, there's been a lot of rebounds too, especially for the Rowan side, and that all comes from the great play of Ayanna Johnson.
I think you were just in my head because that's what I was about to bring up. A total of 43 rebounds, 20 of them offensive rebounds. That is just bananas. Getting those second chance points, taking possessions away from the Gothic Knights. You can't get any better than that. The defense has been on point. You want to stop Bacon, but you kind of know there's no stopping her. So what you're going to do, you can stop her as much as you can. Try to force her teammates to shoot more, but either way, you got to be happy if you're the Profs right now.
Yeah, there's no way that you go into that half and be very disappointed. There was a lot of stuff that I think, a couple points on the board that was left there that should have been made, but still, though, you can't be disappointed with that. On the other end, though, Mirage Bacon 10 points away from being the NJAC all-time leading scorer. This is an accomplishment that not many people that can say that they were even close to.
Absolutely not.
I mean, there was only 4 players in the NJAC that have made 2,000 points.
Yeah.
And Mirage Bacon, obviously one of them, 10 points away from being the NJAC leading scorer. It's all looking like she is gonna get it tonight. And what an accomplishment it would be.
We're going to be a part of history, Joe, and it's kind of awesome to be a part of it. Although she's on the other team, it's still nice to be a part of it.
A feat that not many people have gone through.
Nah.
A 28-year record could possibly be broken within the next couple of minutes. So stay tuned. You don't want to miss this history right here on Rowan Radio 89.7. WGLS-FM Profs with a 40-28 lead. As we'll see in about 13 minutes for second half action. Gary Italy has halftime report right here on Rowan Radio 89.7 at WGLS-FM.
We are the coaches of women's basketball. We are leaders and teachers, dreamers and winners. We are professionals who conduct ourselves ethically and with integrity. We place the education, safety, and well-being of the athletes we coach above all else and teach them the fundamental values they need to succeed in life. We are coaches united for the good of our game and those who play it. We are the WBCA.
Label me.
You know you want to.
Don't be shy.
You do it behind my back.
Say it to my face.
You don't know me. You know what I am?
I'm a pitcher.
I'm a striker.
I'm a point guard.
I'm a linebacker.
I'm a setter. Shortstop. High jumper.
Wrestler.
Defender.
Goalie.
Student.
Student athletes.
That's who we are.
It's not about where you were born. It's not about your gender or the color of your skin. have the skill and drive to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
Don't you worry, my child. Everything's gonna be just fine. Little darling, you keep on walking, 'cause I ain't never gonna leave your side.
As kids fall in love with sports, our universities are working every day to keep college sports safe, so you can watch them play with a little less worry and a little more joy.
We are leaders and teachers, dreamers and winners. We are the coaches of women's basketball, united for the good of our game and those who play it. We are the WBCA.
Hello, I'm Dan Gilmore, Director of Athletics at Rowan University. The primary goal of our department is to develop you, the student athlete, in all aspects of life. Rowan Athletics is committed to your success on the field, in the classroom, and as citizens of high moral character and service. Our mission defines the commitment. We exist to purposely foster a selfless environment that cultivates community, embraces learning, and enhances excellence in sport and life. I am a prof.
We are dedicated to the pursuit of excellence
and committed to helping others achieve their fullest potential.
As scholars, athletes, leaders, and members of society,
our department and the members within
are devoted to enhancing opportunities for success and competitive greatness.
I am a prof.
We are committed to developing a spirit of unity and belonging in the athletic department for those we serve.
We encourage diversity and inclusion
and create identity by bringing together members of our campus, alumni, and local communities through athletics and service.
I am a prof.
We hold ourselves to the highest standards of integrity.
Through actions of respect, honesty, and fair play.
We strive to behave ethically towards others.
And convey expectations of high moral character.
We are committed to each other and respect the differences in others.
Our individual successes strengthen the whole.
And we support one another in our endeavors as we each share a common goal.
I am a prof.
Education is the forefront of our existence.
We develop a culture where lifelong learning is a priority.
We support each other and our student athletes in the quest for self-improvement and academic success.
To uphold the mission, Rowan Athletics Department will use its core values as guidance in actions both on and off the field.
When you're in college, you kind of find out who you are. And throughout your 4 years, you develop yourself with all the different experiences, which leads into dedicating yourself to your community, to your family. So when you're a senior, you're coming out a well-rounded person.
College has given me the flexibility to pursue my passions and my interests outside of the classroom and outside of the court or field. I've had the ability to get into different activities and organizations, and I've recreated my identity for myself aside from just being an athlete.
Getting to be involved in a lot of different things, ranging from obviously being a student athlete to getting involved with my campus and my community, and not only being allowed to do that, but being encouraged to do that.
The opportunity to be able to study what I wanted to and continue to play the sport I love, to have the professors know me on a personal level, all of those things came together very nicely in one package in Division III.
Being a part of the different activities and organizations that I've been a part of, I'm actually able to see myself where I'm like, hey, I actually can make a change. I'm one person that can make a difference. It really helps you develop thinking from other people's perspectives and looking at problems from outside the box.
Division III has helped me to develop teamwork skills, critical thinking skills, time management skills.
I've definitely learned how to really be myself. I found out, yes, I am actually a good leader, and yes, I can actually put myself forward because I am good enough. I can do it.
Coming in to college, I just wanted to get good grades and
to do well, but it also made me realize that I have a lot of different career goals, and I've learned so much about myself that I was always like growing and changing.
When I got to college, it forced me to step up and become more of a leader, and I think that was something I had the capability of doing, and forever grateful that being at a Division III school gave me that opportunity.
You have to dedicate your time in the classroom, you have to dedicate your time in the gym, on the field, on the court.
Our coaches and the entirety of the athletic department, they valued the student athlete going out into community and trying something new and getting involved in campus life.
You can get involved in so many different things. So the possibilities are truly limitless for what you can do with your college experience. You can kind of make it your own in the Division III setting. So I would encourage people who want to have flexibility to pursue different interests and passions to go D3.
At Rowan University, we are committed to a healthy, safe, and supportive community.
It's on us to create an environment where everyone feels and is safe.
To create an environment in which sexual assault is unacceptable.
Sexual violence is more than just a crime against individuals.
It threatens our families. It threatens our communities.
It's on us to do something about it.
To hold our friends accountable for their actions.
To stop being a bystander to the problem of sexual assault.
When we see something wrong, we should not look the other way.
1 in 4 women,
1 in 16 men,
will experience some form of sexual assault during their college career.
It's on us to look out for one another.
To recognize that sex isn't sex unless you have consent.
To get a friend home, safe.
Less than 5% of rapes are reported to law enforcement.
It's on us to support survivors of sexual violence.
And to never blame them.
To start the conversations that are difficult.
To take reports of sexual assault seriously.
It's on us to promote a culture of respect.
To treat women with respect.
To treat men with respect.
It's on us, all of us, to stop sexual assault.
Send it back after this. Also, during 155 and 205, I'm going to send it back. Just bring us down and play a legal ID. Yep. As play resumes, Olivia Rowan showing her toughness, getting in there. A tight defense played by New Jersey City goes right in for the first 2 points of the new half. Right here on Rowan Radio 89.7 WGLS FM. Joe Stauffenberg here alongside Elijah Brown as the Profs taking on the Gothic Knights, scoring the first 2 points of the quarter and the new half. Olivia Rowan, a turnover quickly by the Gothic Knights. Gives the ball right back to the Profs, and another 2 points put up from Olivia Rowan. 2 for 2 to start the second half.
So far, she has come alive in the second half, scoring 2 straight buckets. Can she keep this momentum going?
I mean, that's one of the players, on this team where she's hot. She's hot as Mariah Bacon throwing it up. That one is no good. She's 10 points away from becoming the NJAC all-time leading scorer. A 28-year record might be broken within the next couple of minutes after 2 points were put up. A foul immediately called on the other end. 46-28, Profs have the lead. They have 1 minute elapsed here in Esby Gymnasium as the shot was put up. Aisha Bacon with the shot, and it goes down. Profs on the other end. Kennedy Brown takes a screen from Ayana Johnson. Kicking out to Criley. A charge.
Kennedy Brown came into the lane too fast, couldn't stop her momentum, ran over the Gothic Knights defender.
And now on the other end is almost get it stolen away. Taylor Gaston getting through. Criley with the foul. As coming in is Jessica Beck. Mariah Bacon bringing things up, taking it across half court. Probably knows 10 more points. Puts her in NJAC history. You make it, look like the ball was gonna roll around. Jump ball is called. Rowan fighting for it, and the ball is stayed with the Profs.
And on the season, Mariah Bacon has taken 447 field goals. And you know who's in second place on the team? Her sister with 213. So both of the sisters are not afraid to take shots.
Bacon's dominating this season, and they dominated when they were at Kane, transferred to New Jersey City for the senior year, and still dominating here in Jersey City. And obviously, being in the record books for a very long time might be Mariah Bacon, as Ayana Johnson puts 2 points up. Now she's got a double-double after a great first half of play. Aisha Bacon going in with a full head of steam. Profs could not get it out as Johnson with a block, but they're going to call a foul.
I didn't see that one. She had her hands in the air. I didn't see anything, but the officials did. And the amount of blocks that the Profs have had this game is crazy. 7 blocks total, making it hard for the Gothic Knights to really penetrate the paint.
Taylor Gaston, the first of 2 free throws, up and good. Second one up and good as well. 2 for 2. coming from the freshman forward from Jersey City, New Jersey. A lot of local talents on the team for when it comes to Jersey City, that is. Just take a look at Emily Ruiz, Jasmine Reese, Taylor Gaston, all Jersey City, New Jersey, and a lot of other surrounding towns on the team for, or on the roster. Ball hit out. Beck, long three. That one's no good. Last touch by the Gothic Knights. Things will reset for the Profs.
A lot of action going on in the second half. Both teams came out energized. Someone more energized than the Energizer Bunny himself.
Inside to Peters as that's quickly taken away. Give to Mirajah Bacon, driving in on Beck. Layup could not go. She got her own offensive rebound. 8 points now. Man. Tied the Melissa Tobey from Montclair State 2011 to 2015 in second place, both now with 2,041 points.
And that was an impressive shot that she just took. It looked like she did a couple push-ups in the locker room because she out-muscled Johnson for that rebound.
Absolutely not an easy thing to do.
Not at all.
Johnson will go to the line for 2 as she got fouled. And that is at the line good. 11 points for Johnson. An offensive rebound to Criley. Thought about giving it back once more to Johnson. Got it stolen away. Mirajah Bacon going in. Could not get the layup to go. But with this one, Mirajah Bacon would slide into second place. The NJAC all-time leading scorer. Scoring list.
And Bacon looks so cool, calm, and collected right now. She knows she's in striking distance. She came out and starting the game off a little over-energized, but now she knows she's got it in the bag.
Three years at Kane, 15 to 16. Scored 24 points. Mirajah Bacon will take it herself, and off the steal, 2 points are good. 15 to 16, scoring almost 25 points per game. In the next 2 seasons, 22.5 per game. As Johnson free throwing jumper, no good. Peters put it up. That one's no good, but she did get fouled. Peters going to the line.
I think when the game was over, Mirajah might have a talk with her little sister on that one. She could have, you couldn't give me that ball?
Oh, yeah.
It was going down the lane. No one knows you couldn't give me that assist, little assist. That's crazy.
2,042 points. So Mirajah Bacon climbs into second place into NJAC all-time leading scoring list. Getting close there. Could even get closer with this trip. Now I think they'd be trying to feed her. Even though you know she can easily score 10 points in the quarter. As going up for the layup, making it, and going to the line. Maya Neal. Jenna Hoffner with her second foul of the game. Makes the and one free throw, back to a single-digit lead for the Profs. Criley back to Peters as Peters is going to cross half court. Mirajah Bacon on her as Peters
might have walked on that one.
Just a little bit. Peters saw an opening and then immediately closed. It was right inside too. And immediately closed off, and there was nothing that she can do about that one. And you want to try to get it out to try to get somebody, but you don't want to force things right now.
Absolutely not.
I think taking that walk would have been the best thing to do. 21 points. The ball carrier right now, Mirajah Bacon, throws it over and out of bounds. For Rowan, Alexis Criley leads the game with 12 points. Ayanna Johnson, 11 and 14, as Riley couldn't get that pass, but last touch by the Gothic Knights. Profs, this is what they love to do, set up a play, set up a line right in front of the inbounder. As it leaves an open, Paige Caldwell, and they get it over. Caldwell almost got fouled and almost got the ball poked free. Jessica Beck trying to find some space off of Neal. Hoffner, drop off pass to Criley. Criley kicks out right around Maisha Bacon. Jessica Beck inside to Caldwell. Free throw line, good from Alexis Criley. Great ball movement on that possession, Elijah.
Absolutely. As we always say, the ball moves faster than the defense, and that's just the point A right there.
Shows that, all 5 players touched the ball in that possession. They got it around very quickly. Neal with the miss. She gets her own rebound, puts it up, and puts it in for, actually doesn't put it in for 2. She will go to the line for 2. What I noticed, though, on the near low block, there was an over-the-back call. It was easily missed. Rowan was basically at a 90-degree angle there.
Absolutely. I guess the refs can't catch them all, but you would have liked for them to call that one.
As Neal nets the first free throw. It's a 10-point game. Cut to single digits with this make. And they do not. Still a 10-point game as Hoffner gets the missed free throw rebound. Maisha Bacon inside. There's a foul called. Actually, it'll be on the Gothic Knights. Something right under the basket happened right before the shot. Gives the ball right back to the Profs. Criley splits 2 defenders. Give to Hoffner on the inside. Could not. Ball's on the ground. Bodies on the ground.
Man.
Tough plays here. Believe it's going to be a jump ball. Profs will have possession.
Hoffner got her shot blocked by the rim on that one.
I love the play, though, of putting it right up. As Caldwell off the inbounds hit the side of the backboard. She tried to get her own rebound. Could not. And out to Maisha Bacon. Looking around, trying to find somebody. Stops at the top of the key. A give out and driving in. Layup no good coming from Bizub. Caldwell over to Criley. Criley an open 3 instead. Drives in, and that's her shot right outside the paint. And didn't need the backboard this time, Elijah.
Not at all. And if you're a good basketball player, you have good IQ, you know your spots on the floor. And Criley's been getting to her spot this entire game, which is why she's having such an effective game on offense.
As now inside going in, Taylor Gaston with 2 points. Beck, after a long inbounds pass, a give to Criley, give to Rowan, loaded up for 3. Instead drives the baseline, does the right thing there, banks it in, 2 points.
Man, Profs are a muy fuego right now, Joe.
Especially when going inside, and that's been the game plan all along, apparently, is scoring a lot of points in or around the paint area. As Maisha Bacon takes the screen. 3-pointer, good! And she got knocked down. No foul. 2,045. 3 points away from tying the all-time leading scorer in NJAC history.
What a shot. That
as a takeaway steal. What a play from behind by Paige Caldwell. Running the floor. Got fouled.
Man.
We'll go to the line for 2, but how about that?
Give me that. It's mine. Almost like a child on the playground, my toy. That's what Paige Caldwell just said. Great defense.
Especially, that's not easy to do. You see a lot of reach-in fouls.
Right.
And they all come from the behind-the-back plays. And that one was a clean swipe.
Perfect timing.
Although a missed free throw by Caldwell, your coach will tell you got to love the play from Paige Caldwell.
Absolutely. You'd have liked to see that free throw go in, but she should knock down the second one.
I said it earlier in the game, but I'll say it again. These Gothic Knights just don't go away when you're trying to put it right through or try to extend the lead. There's nothing that they did.
They fight till the very end.
Exactly.
And you gotta admire that.
Listen to the Rowan Radio, 89.7 WGLS FM Glassboro. It's Criley, the high point. Caldwell, drop off pass to Rowan. She almost traveled there, very close. Beck takes the screen, give to Caldwell on the near wing. Gives back to Beck at the high point. Give to Caldwell. As Beck now driving in. Kicks out to Criley for three. That one off rim. And here comes Raja Bacon going in. Criley with the good defense, but 2 points is put up. One more point away from tying NJAC all-time leading scorer with Michelle Jones from William Patterson, played 1987 to 91. 2,047 points from Raja Bacon. As they get it inside, shot was blocked. We'll stay with the Profs.
It's crazy how fast she got down that court. She got down that court in like 4 seconds. That was highly impressive.
So on the members of the all-time leading scorers for the NJAC, 2 Rowan players. Tammy Steele played 82 to 86, and Jen Denby from 94 to 98. And here comes Marija Bacon, an opportunity to become the NJAC all-time leading scorer. Right now, 2,047 points. Could get it here, 56 to 48. Profs have the lead under 2 minutes left. They try to get it inside, put up a shot. That one is good. Marija Bacon not scoring there, but a great floor general she is. She sees the floor so well as she pokes it free from Criley, but could not get a full possession.
And the Profs are hearing those footsteps creep up on them. It's only a 6-point game. The Gotham Knights are still in this game, and if you're the Profs, you want to put them away, but as you said earlier, they just do not want to go away. They're like those gnats.
Absolutely, yeah.
You hear the zzz in your ear.
Right through, yep.
Absolutely.
As, they're 1-9 on the year in the NJAC. Only 4 wins total. I mean, this would be a great upset for NJCU, but Rowan, just like that, going back to extending their lead to 8 points. Alexis Criley floater, good. Here comes Maisha Bacon, sister of Marija Bacon. Will stop. Look around, 2,047. The NJAC scoring leader on the line, good! Marija Bacon, you have just put yourself at the top of the NJAC points leader. We're scoring history as she saved the ball from going out of bounds. Ability to give it to a teammate to put it up for 2. Does not get it, the foul will be called. And Rowan will be called for a technical foul. But a big 3-pointer coming from Marija Bacon to put her right at the top of the NJAC all-time leading scorer.
Congratulations are in order for Marija Bacon. And that was just a heat check shot, too.
2,050 points.
I'll clap for that.
For the senior from Neptune, New Jersey. Number 1, passing Michelle Jones, played in William Patterson from 1987 to 1991. And funny thing is, she's still not done yet.
Yeah.
We're not even close to the end of the year.
Absolutely not. This is going to obliterate that record.
As a technical foul is called on Olivia Rowan, so they will shoot 2. Maisha Bacon makes 1. A huge 3 coming from Marija Bacon and what a way to get to number 1.
Absolutely, a contested 3-point shot, Steph Curry-esque, all net. Your teammates go crazy. Man, she's going to remember this moment for the rest of her life.
Witnessing NJAC history in SB Gymnasium. 51.5 seconds left and near the third quarter as the Gothic Knights only down by 3 here in this third quarter. Only allowed the Profs to score 18. 18, you might look at it and say that's a lot. You look at New Jersey City as they've scored 27 points here in the third quarter. Beck, the top of the key. Over to Johnson. They give it to Tobin. Tobin trying to find some space around the baseline. Could not as she got fouled. That was some good defense, Elijah. You think there was a foul there, though?
Well, I saw a little bit of contact, but the refs just decided to let them play on that. And I think right now the Profs need to regain their composure. A lot has been going on in the past couple of minutes, and right now they're a little bit overwhelmed by the moment and kind of making some mistakes.
Absolutely. You know NJCU wants to get a victory because of it, but a travel by Juliette Tobin will give the ball right back to the Gothic Knights. Can tie up with a three-pointer. Some substitutions coming in. Elijah Bacon, though, playing at Kane University, being a member of the Kane Cougars squad, 2015 to 2018. And then 2018-19 year, transferring over to New Jersey City University. As a walk will not be called. Very close call there. Who's taking this last shot, Elijah?
I'm going to say they're going to be baking up.
Yep, absolutely. Mariah Bacon taking Juliette Tobin one-on-one on the far side. It gives up for a three. No good. Rebounded by Johnson. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Give the burn. As Mariah Bacon passed up the last shot of the quarter.
Excuse us. We thought wrong.
Good play. Good play to at least fake the defense of Rowan out. But still, the Profs will have the lead going into the final quarter of play. But it's not much. Only a 3-point lead, 58-55, as we are going to take a quick step off. Last 10 minutes of play coming up right here on Rowan Radio 89.7 at WGLS FM.
We are the coaches of women's basketball. We are leaders and teachers, dreamers and winners. We are professionals who conduct ourselves ethically and with integrity. We place the education, safety, and well-being of the athletes we coach above all else and teach them the fundamental values they need to succeed in life. We are coaches united for the good of our game and those who play it. We are the WBCA.
Close ball game here in SB Gymnasium, 58-55 as we get into the final quarter of play here on Rowan Radio 89.7 WGLS FM. Joe Stauffenberg here along with Elijah Brown, Gary Erdely in the WGLS studio for our engineer today as the ball is inbounded. The Gothic Knights have it to start out the fourth quarter. Great defense from Johnson, but a fight over is not easy to do, and the layup is put in from Taylor Gaston as Criley gets it over to Peters. The ball was tipped. Peters having some trouble with it. Pass out the burn for three. Yes! Get burned.
You took the words right out my mouth. I appreciate that, Joe.
It's 9.5 left to go in the fourth quarter. Come up with any pun you want. The three-pointer went down. As on the other end, three-pointer air balls. As Dominique Peters gets the rebound, using her pivot foot to get around a couple of defenders. Johnson now to Peters and then back to Brown. The high point. Peters, left elbow, driving in, splitting a couple of defenders. Profs have a little bit of a run here to start this fourth quarter. 5-2 run, not much. But still, though, they're trying to extend the lead just a little bit. Now it's by 6. Kick out, and mid-ranger no good. Rebounded by Peters. Brown. The far wing, you definitely tell that the energy has elevated just a little bit after Bacon's three-pointer went to now lead the NJAC in scoring all time.
Man, yeah, the feel in the air is electric.
Byrne driving on the baseline. Quick steal, but they couldn't keep it in. Had the ball right on the baseline, very close, but they tried to get it out a little bit of danger, and a turnover because of it.
Works out for the profs. Definitely does.
Criley will inbound. Johnson, Brown, Byrne, and Peters out there. Byrne kick to Peters. Peters will spot up for three. That one air balls as no. None of the profs wanted to go after that one as the ball actually hit on the line. So no aggressive play there to try to keep it in. As a pass out to Marasia. Bacon for three. That one does not go. Looked very good. Did hit net as great defense from Ayanna Johnson. Brown will hit it right off of Neal's leg.
It's a high IQ right there. You had no other option but to smack it off of someone's leg.
Pat Devaney Sr. will keep talking, but a technical foul will be assessed to the bench. As there goes Pat Devaney Sr.
And he's talking trash on the way out, too.
Still.
Man, he's like a Sour Patch Kid right now.
7:51 left to go in the fourth quarter.
Sour
Coach,
sweet going.
Coach, I mean, obviously, knowing they want the best for the players, they want to try to keep things in order, trying to stand up for your players. Maybe a missed call or two, but you're in the final quarter of play. At that point, I don't care what you have to do to stay silent, but at that point,
you have to.
It just makes more opportunities for the profs right now.
Absolutely.
As well as now your head coach is not there out in the court.
Absolutely. As a head coach, you have to keep your composure because your players see that you're calm, cool, collected, so that makes them want to be calm, cool, collected. But if you lose your cool, your players are more than likely going to do the same thing.
64-57 as Dominique Peters will miss her second free throw. Made the first one.
It's the point of the game where one of the leaders on the Gothic Knights have to step up.
And now it looks like Corey Bennett, assistant coach for the Gothic Knights, will take over. This is the first collegiate coaching experience for Bennett.
And what a way to get your first experience.
Along with a first-year head coach, and Pat Devaney Sr. 57. The Gothic Knights have 64 with the profs. A chance to try to cut this 7-point lead as they easily get it over. Maisha Bacon was wide open there. Give out to Neal. Spots up for three. That one's no good. Poked away by Taylor Gaston. Couple of tough offensive possessions with 7.5 left to go in the fourth quarter for the Gothic Knights. Byrne, the near wing. Bounce pass over to Brown. Peters now. Pass back over to Brown in the near wing. Driving to the baseline. Thought she got fouled. But it was touched with the ball. This goes out of bounds. Profs will maintain possession. Criley, Brown, Byrne, Peters, and Johnson out there. Criley looking for an open prof. Finds Brown. Inside, and Johnson trying to get around as Brown somehow, some way came up with the ball. but a jump ball will be called as the Gothic Knights will maintain possession.
And Maisha Bacon and Kennedy Brown got a little bit rough on there. Maisha just wanted to rip that ball away.
Just a little bit, but Brown did not want to let go of that one. Criley will once again inbound. Trying to find players. Brown gets fouled. Teammates from the bench will help her up.
And now it's starting to get more physical. Physical like the first quarter was. A lot of bodies hitting the ground.
I think, I mean, I hate to say it, but that might be the only way for the Gothic Knights to get back into this game and try to get Rowan frustrated.
And so far, Rowan is doing a good job of keeping their composure and not letting the Gothic Knights get into their head. Understand that you have a lead right now, and you do not want to do anything to jeopardize that.
Once again, they get it into Brown. It was Criley who inbounded right in front of the prof bench. Byrne takes a screen from Peters. Johnson on the outside. Give to Criley right in the U with the RU logo on the front of the bench as Mirage Bacon comes up with the steal. Peters still chasing after her, and an easy layup from Mirage Bacon to cut the deficit to 5. Mirage Bacon still extending her scoring leaders as a easy give to Johnson.
No look.
Could have been a charge too.
Yeah, could have been.
Still trying to let them play the referees right now. Let's give to Maisha Bacon, back to Maraja. Got Criley leaning just a little bit back. They're gonna go one-on-one. Give out to Neal. Thought about passing instead. She takes it herself, rebounded by Peters. As a home run pass to Criley, it's a 3-on-3. Criley puts it up herself and in.
Saw a little Patty P in that pass just now. Patrick Mahomes, good accuracy by Peters.
Criley with 20 as a 30-second timeout will be called by New Jersey City, as it's starting to get a little bit interesting now that the Gothic Knights cut the deficit. The Profs once again extending their lead. This time, once again, back to 9. It's gonna be a defensive matchup for the Profs. They want to keep this.
Absolutely. And at one point, the Profs had an 18-point lead, but they've slowly but surely watched that lead dwindle down to the 9-point lead that they have now. So can they hold on to this lead? That's the biggest question. You have 5 minutes and 51 seconds to close this game out. Yes, you allowed history tonight, but you do not want history to be made and you lose in your building all in the same night. So a little bit of pride on the line for the Profs.
Criley 3 points away from tying her season high, or career high. It's 24. Season high 23. Season high came against New England on November 17th of 2018, coming from a tournament in Plattsburgh, New York. Three-pointer was put up, and that one is no good. Rebounded, actually no rebound. It just goes right out of bounds. Peters will inbound.
And good job by Kennedy Brown on that one. She boxed out the Gothic Knights offensive player, not allowing her to go for that offensive rebound. Now the ball is in the Profs' possession.
Give to Peters, crossing half court. Going out of her defender. Corner three from Byrne, no good. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson on the baseline, trying to get some space. Puts it up, gets fouled. Will go to the line for 2.
And as you said earlier, Joe, every time that Ayana Johnson gets a rebound, she puts it back up, giving the Gothic Knights really no choice but to foul her, which is why she's having such a huge, huge game.
13 points, 17 rebounds, 3 for 8 at the line. Before the game, 5 for 13 by Ayana Johnson.
Productive.
Look at it. It's only 38.5%, but at the same time, those are just half of those basically are just, you know what, let me, I got the rebound. Let me just put it right back up.
See what happens.
Oh, it's a great steal from Alexis Criley. Cat-like reflexes as Criley almost nails the mid-range jumper. She got the offensive rebound. Criley was all over the ball. Both players hit the deck.
Did you see her high point that basketball? I thought I was watching an NFL game just now.
That would have basically been a pick six.
Absolutely. She got those bunny rabbits.
69-59, 10-point lead for the Rowan here in SB Gymnasium. Raja making it, inbounding it. Give to Ordonez. Raja. Give to Maisha. Byrne looking. Taking her one-on-one, driving right in and getting the contact, and the layup is good. 8-point game. Peters inbounding. Give to Brown. Back to Peters as she's going to take it through. Peters gives to Brown. Brown looking inside to Johnson. Drop off pass to Criley. Criley outside to Byrne. To Brown in the corner. 14 on the shot clock. Back to Byrne in the corner. Takes the screen from Peters. Outside to Criley. Inside. Now outside for three. Yes! Last couple of games, Nicole Byrne has been really stroking it from beyond the arc.
Come alive.
As on the other end, Neal free throw. Mid-ranger, no good. It's going to be an offensive foul. Right now, if you look at 0 fouls coming from the Profs here in the last quarter of play.
Nice, clean basketball.
3 fouls for Ordonez. Probably going to have to ask Coach about how she likes her team's play here in the third quarter, especially on the fouling end. Not the best free throw shooters with New Jersey City, but still, though, no chances or no fouls committed, and no chances at the line.
And that's important because if you're shooting free throws, you stop the clock and allows the other team to get back into the game, and that's something that the Profs are aware of. So not fouling at all eliminates that possibility of, not really eliminates it, but it diminishes the possibility of the Gotham Knights getting back into this game.
Brown right at the point. Give to Johnson on the elbow. Johnson's going to drive in. Criley, thought about a three. Just give to Byrne inside to Johnson once again. Even more inside to Peters as that one just gets out of the fingertips of Ayanna Johnson. She's tall, got a big wingspan, but a little too out of range for Johnson. Couldn't get the rebound. Floater no good from Maisha. 11-point lead for the Profs as Brown bringing it up. 3.5 left to go the fourth quarter. Brown on the far wing. Kicks out to Criley for three. Bucket did go, but an offensive foul will be on Kennedy Brown. That's number 4.
You know Alexa Criley wishes that that one counted. It's so much closer to her career high.
And another 30-second timeout will be called by the Gothic Knights. So 72-61, fourth quarter, 3:21 left to go. Still a little bit of time, Elijah. The defense still has to step up for Rowan.
Absolutely. You cannot have any defensive breakdowns, no lapses in judgment on offense. Make good, clean, crisp passes on offense. Play lockdown defense. Continue not to foul, and you should be able to carry this game out with a victory.
Right now, looking at the current NJAC standings, bearing any finals today, that Rowan for the NJAC standings right atop with TCNJ, sticking with them, Montclair State and Rutgers Newark. A lot of tough teams, a lot of top teams in the NJAC. Rowan, one of them, and trying to beat NJCU here with about 3 minutes left. A layup good for NJCU. Move back to Peters. Peters to Criley. Criley to Byrne. In the corner, now to the wing. Takes a screen from Peters. Criley to Peters now inside. Fadeaway. Rims in and out. An offensive rebound from Johnson. She gets knocked down. It was last touched by NJCU.
And the Professors playing really smart offense. They're trying to take advantage of the shot clock as much as they can, trying to just dwindle this clock down and come out with this victory.
Criley gives it inside to Peters. Peters splitting two defenders and a travel. I don't know about that one.
I don't know. I saw two steps.
You're giving 2 steps, and that was 2 steps there. So Peters will not like that call.
Not at all. I'll give Peters credit though. She thought about arguing with the ref, but decided not to. Nothing could be done.
As John said, that was a great play by the Gothic Knights. And an end one chance for them. At the line, the play was an open Taylor Gaston, which brought Ayanna Johnson out of the paint. Taylor Gaston then saw the opportunity, drove right in, got 2 points in the foul, back to a 6-point game with 2.5 left to go.
First steps are creeping up. Can the Profs come out with this dub? We'll find out in 2 minutes and 35 seconds.
63 rebounds for this Profs team.
That is bananas.
27 of them coming from the offensive side, 36 from the defense. Byrne can control that one as she's trying to get around. Peters driving baseline, got the foul, not the bucket. Peters will go to the line for 2.
That was a beautiful move right there by Peters, being able to get to the paint. Fortunately, she wasn't able to get the shot to go down, but hopefully she can knock down his free throws.
First one put through. Couple substitutions for the Gothic Knights. 2:16 left in the final quarter of play. 7-point lead, making an 8-point lead. Maisha getting to the near wing. Big 3-pointer missed. And an offensive rebound from Taylor Gaston. Just inside the 3-point arc. Maisha Bacon nets that one back to a 6-point game. Foul will be called in the Gothic Knights. On the Profs' offensive end, Criley will head to the line. Profs into the bonus. First free throw up and no good. Coming from Criley. Now's when you need to start making them.
Absolutely.
So far this quarter, as a jump ball will be called. Byrne went after it. Will stay with the Profs. 0 3-pointers made for the Gothic Knights.
And that's good. You do not want to allow the Gothic Knights to make any 3-point shots.
Criley over to Brown. 140 left to go, 74-68. Profs trying to put this game away. Criley to Peters, spotting up, long 2, does not go. Didn't look like a very good shot coming there from Peters. On the other end, Mirage Bacon getting some contact, does not get the bucket. They put it back up, and it's a 4-point lead with 120 left to go. Still in it are the Gothic Knights, still not giving up.
Ooh, and those butterflies are starting to creep up in the Profs right now. They're getting a little bit nervous.
Drop off pass to Brown. Taking the screen from Johnson. Drop off pass back to Criley. Be a long 2, instead kicks out. Inside to Johnson on the baseline. Give to Peters, too easy.
Man, beautiful find.
Under a minute left. The final quarter of play. Elijah Bacon Give to Maisha. She's going to drive. I think Johnson might have got a piece of that one. And now here comes Brown with it. Maisha trying to foul. Brown they do. I would say now that's all you're going to need to do now is to foul for the Gothic Knights for the Rowan side. You just need to make free throws.
Absolutely. Right now the Profs are 10 for 24 from the free throw line. So not that good tonight.
Improves right there. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
It helps put the game away.
Absolutely. What can Brown do for you? Make 2 free throws.
She does. 41.3 left. Timeout called.
And right now for the Profs, you have to defend the perimeter, defend the three-point line because you do not want the Gothic Knights making any three-point shots, and defend Bacon, both the Bacon sisters, because they have been on fire tonight.
Both have the ability to really stroke it from beyond the arc. It's something that obviously the Gothic Knights have been trying to use all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter, haven't been able to get it done. That third quarter made a huge run to come back right at the end, right after that big three-pointer was hit for Mirajah Bacon to become the all-time leading scorer in NJAC history. After that, it was like, all right, the Gothic Knights had a little bit of a surge.
Yeah.
And in this fourth quarter, it's been back and forth where Rowan would jump out to an 8-point, 10-point lead, and then NJCU would get it back to about 6 or 4, and then Rowan, once again, would go right back to about 8 or 10. Right now they're at 8 with 40 seconds left. Big three-pointer put up, and big three-pointer made. 5-point lead as Rowan will call timeout, as that will advance the ball. There will be a 30-second timeout. Johnson today, 14 points, 19 rebounds, 9 of them coming from the offensive side. The defensive side, 10, obviously. 2 blocks, a steal, and a couple of assists. Loved seeing all these rebounds and everything, but I think for her right now, obviously the rebounds were really good, but the ability to see the ball on the offensive side has really helped this team. Obviously only having 2 assists, still moving the ball. It's basically like the hockey assist.
Yeah.
You know, 2 people can assist. You can't have 2 people assist here in basketball. There's been a lot of times where Johnson has made the second to last pass as an inbounds pass to Peters is missed, goes right out of bounds. The scorer's table will be given right back to the Gothic Knights, and can't give up any three-pointer. Defend that three-point. Defend the arc. You know they're going to be trying to fire at home on this possession, try to come back. They give to Mirajah Bacon. Instead, they go inside. Free throw line jumper, no good. Dominic Peters almost lost it, as they say it was not a walk, a foul.
Definitely wasn't a walk. Peters did not have full possession of the ball, so good non-call by the refs.
I can understand why that they would be yelling for it, but absolutely right, Elijah. Shot clock is unplugged, 21.2. It's a 5-point game, Peters. Makes it then a 6-point game. You know, no matter what, this time down the court, it's going to be a 3-point ball. It has to be.
You already know.
Second one up and good as well.
Pivotal free throws.
And they're going to elect not to call the timeout. Mirajah Bacon driving in, getting 2 points.
If you're the Profs, you're okay with that.
They take it, not a foul, as Mitchell gets another timeout in there. She saved all her timeouts for the end of the game. Has 3 left.
Smart.
Absolutely. In crunch time, when you want to try to advance the ball and maybe get a good open shot, I know you wouldn't want to take a shot and just try to run out the clock.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, if you have a good, clean, open shot and you know you're going to make it, you might as well take it.
Why not?
And somebody might come in late and they might try to foul you too.
Exactly.
That would ease just then put the game away for a fact.
Yeah, there are endless possibilities right here, but you like we could been saying this entire game, keep your composure. If you're the Profs, you have 13.7 seconds left. That's enough time for a team to theoretically get back into a game.
So instead of a ball being advanced right in the backcourt, Alexis Criley will get it and get fouled on the top on the team with made free throw percentage. I think this is the ideal situation for the Profs of having Criley at the line. Crunch time for the Profs is Byrne, Tobin, Criley, Brown, and Peters out there. Interestingly enough, no likes of Jenna Hoffner, no Ayanna Johnson.
Two of the bigger bodies.
Surprisingly, no Jaslyn Duverglass today. And especially the way that the Profs have played, they played without freshman Grace Marshall, without Kaylin Seitzma, two big team players not in today. And they're crucial for your team going forward. But with them not playing, even though it was a close game for not a very good team when it comes to NJAC standings, that has to say something though. Still being able to get a victory, or at least trying to close out a victory, without the use of them.
Absolutely, it's the next person up mentality. You know, you practice every day. You know what your teammates are capable of, and even if someone is down or not able to play, that doesn't mean that the game is automatically over. It's written off for you. You got to come in every game, play as hard as you can, and see what the results are. And right now, it's looking like they're going to come out with a victory. But like we said, anything can happen in 12 seconds.
Still looking at this fourth quarter. Only one make from beyond the arc from this fourth quarter. But you're going to need one more here. At least you would think, to try to at least keep things close and keep it in the game. Maisha Bacon stepping back. Three-pointer bounces up, no good. As the ball's still around. Burns steps out of bounds. Had the ball in her hand with 2.9 left. Profs more than likely going to get this win, Elijah.
Absolutely.
I think so.
And unless a miracle happens or the Flash is playing for their team, the game's over. Yeah.
Maisha Bacon throws up a three. That one is no good. 82-75. Profs get the victory over the New Jersey City Gothic Knights. As the next game, I was thinking the next game is against TCNJ in Ewing, New Jersey. Profs move to 11-7 on the year, and once again getting another victory, another crucial NJAC victory, 9-2 on the year.